I think Spider-Man 3 is going to be a bad movie. Now, I'm not gonna, like, obviously we know nothing about the movie. We know Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange has signed on for it. We know there's speculation of Tobey Maguire and possibly Andrew Garfield both joining Tom Holland and setting up a Spider-Verse or opening up a Spider-Verse. But again, Spider-Man Homecoming, let's rewind back to that. Everyone was excited to see Spidey on his own for the first time in the MCU, and when this movie was brought to us, we learned that this character, this version of Spider-Man, was very, very reliant on Tony. Not just him as a character, but his story was very reliant on Tony. Like, his villain in Homecoming, who was Vulture, came into being because of Tony's actions. If Tony, companies that Tony had set up weren't paid to clean up the wrecks of the New York battle and obviously Ultron, then Adrian Toomes would never have became the Vulture, and that was all because of Tony Stark. And then, okay, fair enough, at the end of Homecoming, Peter rejected the suit. He wanted to go on his own, and then we got Far From Home, and in Far From Home we got too excited. We got told Mysterio was going to be our villain. We thought, he's going to be some guy who's from a different multiverse or a different reality, and he's here to deceive everyone. But no, again, it was a villain created by the actions of something Tony had, created through consequence, through the actions of Tony, I should say, because of the bath system that he introduced in Civil War. That was his idea. But it's going to be a weird one, because now we've been told Electro, Jamie Foxx is signed on as Electro for Spider-Man 3. But now we're also hearing that Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, has also signed on. And now, as soon as Doctor Strange's inclusion was hinted, straight away we had rumours of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield joining the team. So something looks like it's leading in the way of a Sinister Six / Spider-Verse thing. Now, I think this movie is going to take away a lot from Spider-Man, what people want to see from Spider-Man. Now, this is supposed to be the final movie in his trilogy. So before this movie came out, I and a lot of people were expecting this to be sort of just Spidey, on his own. So everyone knows who he is now. He's an outlaw, he's wanted, he's really by himself in this movie. But no, now we have one of the MCU's biggest names. We have a returning character from a different a franchise, different multiverse, if you will. And it's all going to come into this Civil War-ish-esque type. Now, my only criticism for Captain America Civil War, was that we didn't see enough of Captain America in his own movie. It was more centered around Tony and his story, and all the other heroes were in it. And that's what I fear is going to happen to this Spider-Man movie. But it's annoying to see, because I know this isn't going to be the last time we see a Spider-Man movie. He's way too big of a character for us never to see another Spider-Man movie. It's not going to stop at just 3. It won't stop at just 3 movies that we have, because how can you? His story is barely just started in this franchise. He was only introduced in Civil War. So obviously we're going to get a lot more movies, but I feel like this first trilogy should have been a lot more to just him. But so yeah, that's it. That's my only problem with it, and that's all I wanted to say, I guess. But aside from speculation, Sony has responded to the rumours, and the rumour castings are not confirmed, is all they said. They didn't say they denied them or anything, they just said the rumour castings are not confirmed. So already to me that looks like something has slipped, and it is going to happen. We might see Garfield and Maguire as Spider-Man. God, that feels so weird to say Spider-Man. But like I said, this is going to take a lot away from Tom Holland's MCU Spidey, his character. This movie is just going to be another setup movie, really. This movie is going to set up 5 more movies. So this movie is exposition, really, is all it is. It's here for other things to exist in future, or to explain them. But I don't like that. I don't like that that's the route Spider-Man's going, and that's my biggest criticism for it, because as much as I'd like to feel nostalgic and see Tobey Maguire again as Spider-Man, as much as I'd like to see fan service being thrown at us, you know, another villain coming from another franchise, Doc Ock could turn up, we don't know, but yeah, it's a difficult one for now. I hope you guys enjoyed me bitching about this, but I don't want it to happen. I want to see a Spider-Man movie with just Spider-Man and not a load of returning characters from the franchise. I just want to see, if there's going to be new characters, just make them Spider-Man characters, make them villains, but don't bring in other heroes now just for the sake of having to set up future things. If you want to do that, you could do that in a completely different movie. Sony could bring out a movie, a Sinister Six movie that sets up all these things. This doesn't have to be in Spider-Man's 3rd and final installment in the MCU. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's about it. As always, please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy listening to me just talking shit about anything and everything. And yeah, see you for the next one.